Thursday night, the entire football team assembled and through the voice of senior Drew Wolodarski issued an ultimatum.
Effective immediately, we will boycott all football activities. The boycott will remain in effect until due process is followed and the suspensions for all 10 players are lifted. We further request that Kaler and Coyle an apology and demand that these leaders are held accountable for their actions.
Wolodarski said the U's investigation was unjust and the players' names smeared without due process. Current players and other supporters alike took to social media using the hashtag #WeHadEnough. One player saying, "We lose 10, you lose us all." Former Vikings player Antoine Winfield Sr., who's the father of a current U player facing suspension in this case, also spoke of his displeasure over the U's report and what he says, are false claims about his son's involvement.
100% untrue. I think it was injustice how they took this young lady's accusation, her statement, and came to this conclusion to suspend these 10 young men. It's just unfair, and we won't stand for it.
Wolodarski said the team met with U Athletic Director Mark Coyle Thursday following the announcement of the suspensions, but received no answers to why the punishments were handed down. Following that boycott announcement, Coyle sent out a statement that reads, "Not everyone can have all the facts, and unfortunately the university cannot share more information due to federal laws regarding student privacy." So why? Why jeopardize the future of every athlete on the team? The flights, the hotels, and tickets of every fan going to the Holiday Bowl. The reputation of the program, and for the organization of the Holiday Bowl itself. Here's Wolodarski.
So as a player, it became more than a game for me, and I know it did, as you can see, for this whole team, about the livelihood of these kids afterwards, after football, because that's why we come here. We come here to get a degree, we come here to make a life for ourselves, and these kids' reputations have been ruined.
So President Eric Kaler just sent a statement out, right? And he said essentially that he has put out an offer to the students to meet with them along with Athletic Director Coyle. He said he was doing that and facilitating that through assistant coaches of the football team. So far, the players have decided not to meet with them. Again, that's according to his statement. That's the football players' side of this story so far. We have another side.
Absolutely, because there are always two sides, often many more to every single story. So what about the young woman in this case? People have come out in support of her on social media, blasting the team and school officials, accusing them of protecting athletes over assault victims.
So what about her, the alleged victim side of the story, right?
Yeah, she hasn't spoken out publicly at this point, so we turn to a national expert to talk about victims in these sorts of cases and the history of sexual assault in college sports programs.
I'm a civil rights lawyer and I run an organization called Champion Women.
Let's start with Nancy Hogshead-Maycar's credentials.
Legal advocacy for girls and women in sports.
As athlete.
I'm an Olympic champion.
And attorney.
It is my understanding that you've been involved in some of the higher profile cases throughout the country.
I was an expert witness in the Jameis Winston case. It just settled. I was working with University of Colorado. I've worked with North Carolina Chapel Hill.
You've now had the chance to read the police report in this case. What is your first impression or your reaction to this particular case?
My first response is this is a police report, and I'm surprised that they did not bring charges. But the truth is police and particularly prosecutors, they are kind of like football coaches in that they live and die by their win-loss records.
But while prosecutors could make that calculation, Nancy says the university could not.
I'm not surprised at all that the school, who only has to show sort of preponderance of the evidence, they only have to show, was it more likely than not that these guys did this crime here? Did they violate school policy and school rules?
And why is that? What about the report and what about their alleged actions suggested to you that they absolutely deserve suspension or other responses?
Just a lot of the things that the men admitted to having done. This was somebody that was clear that to the guys that this woman was not able to fully consent.
And that leads us to a question of culture and the prevalence of cases around the country.
What is consistently perhaps a problem in terms of victim perspective in trying to prove typically her case and trying to verify her allegations?
It's economically in a school's best interest to keep these guys playing, but it's not in women's best interest to have somebody who's a risk of harm to the entire women's community. Another problem when it comes to elite athletes, that there is this source of power that perpetrators have that nobody else on campus has, is they have these fans, and the fans can be really brutal towards a victim.
From your understanding of what the University of Minnesota has done so far, what they have said publicly so far, their action and decision to suspend these players, do you feel the university is acting appropriately at this point?
I think that they're acting appropriately. My only concern would be is that they waited until after the police finished their investigation before the school conducted its own investigation, and that's a big mistake.
And on that note, I mentioned Nancy's final credential in a case like this one. She's a sexual assault survivor.
When I read this report, I was really horrified at what this woman had to go through. And, I hope that she can find the best kind of help possible.
Now, Nancy says the Office of Civil Rights under the Department of Education is currently investigating 200 cases of alleged sexual assault at colleges really throughout the country, and whether the school and the community responded correctly. And all of this, she says, is coming to light more and more because of the young women themselves, who she says, partly based on social media response and support, have simply become braver in making their voices heard.
Still the big question going into the weekend of next week is, will the Gophers play in this Holiday Bowl? With that, we'll be right back.